Welcome back to another video. This is a short stretching and mobility routine for people who do Jiu Jitsu or any other athletic stuff. And this will help you to get more flexible in your hips and in your shoulders. So without a lot of talking, let's just start. So come onto your belly for Sphinx pose. So bring your feet mat width apart, bring the elbows underneath your shoulders and lift up from your shoulders. Push your chest towards the front, engage your glutes and keep your chin parallel towards the ground. Breathe deep into your stomach, push your hips into the ground and relax here. And instead of trying to lean back, try to think about opening up the front of your body. So you feel the stretch on your abs and maybe in the front side of your hips. Keep breathing through the nose the entire time. So even though this is a quite relaxed pose, try to activate your shoulder muscles so you push away from the ground. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And you may even stretch your elbows or straighten your elbows, I would say, for seal pose to make this more intense. So either stay in Sphinx pose or come into seal pose by straightening your arms. When you're in seal pose, it's basically the same as before, a little bit more intense, but keep your chest up, keep your chin parallel to the ground, and keep your glutes engaged to to protect the lumbar spine. 3 more breaths here. Enjoy the feeling in your body. 1 more inhale. With the next exhale, slowly lower down. Shake out your hips from left to right and come into a child's pose. So bring your knees mat width apart, bring the big toes together and stretch your arms forward while reaching back with your hips. Bring your forehead to the ground and relax here. This is a great pose to relieve pressure in your lower spine, in your lumbar spine. So if you get stacked a lot in Jiu Jitsu, this helps you to relieve all the tension in your spine, in your lower back, and your hips. So really great to open the muscles in your groin area too. And I personally like to move around in this pose, but you don't have to. But I shift my hips from left to right a little bit. So maybe try that. If it doesn't feel right for you, just don't do it. And now we're going to do some thread the needles. So bring your right hand underneath your left armpit. Twist your chest towards the left side of the room. So both arms are extended. The right palm is facing the ceiling and your left palm is touching the floor. Really turn from your upper body and feel the stretch in your upper body and also your right shoulder maybe.
2 more deep breaths. In through the nose and out of the nose. 1 more inhale here and exhale here.
Gently release and switch sides. Right arm reaches to the front of the mat.
Left arm comes through the left armpit and turn your chest towards the right side of the room. Try to let go of the tension you're holding on to. Release the tension. You don't need to be in this pose. Inhale here and exhale.
Slowly release, come into a tabletop position. And from here, we're going to stretch out our forearms. So bring your fingers closer towards your knees and turn the fingers towards your knees. Straighten both arms and lean back and forward. So keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep it back straight. And your core muscles should be activated the entire time. And from here we're going to do some circles. Doesn't matter which direction we go first. We do both sides. So gently do some circles. Switch sides. Switch directions. So it's really important to take care of our wrists, especially when you do a lot of gi. Your forearms do a lot of work from all the gripping we do. And slowly release. Shake out the wrists. Bring the back of the hands on the mat. Spread your fingers. The fingers are pointing towards the knees. And we do circles here. So be careful in this one. And try to take care of the wrists. The feeling in your wrist shouldn't be too intense. Switch directions. So most of the weight is on our knees, on our legs. And release. Shake out the wrists one more time. And from here, we come into a pigeon pose with the right leg on the front. So bring your right leg maybe parallel to the short side of the mat. Slide your left leg forward. And the more your right heel is underneath your body, like this, the easier this position gets. And the more you bring it forward, so the shin is more parallel to the short side of the mat, the more intense this position gets for you. Probably you feel why we do this. This is a great hip opener. So both on the left side and the right side. And you can move around here too if you want to. And if you want to completely relax and not stay upright, you can try to bring your forearms down to the ground. Keep the shoulders away from the ears the entire time. Or maybe walk your hands forward even and lower down your chest to the ground. We stay here for a couple breaths, 3 or 4 breaths. So make yourself comfortable either in the upright position or leaning forward. Choose the variation you prefer.
And also take care, especially of your right knee right now. So you shouldn't feel any pain in any joint. A stretching sensation is completely fine. In fact, we want to have a stretching feeling, of course, but you should never feel a stinging pain in your knee joint or in your ankle or something like that. So if that's the case, just back off and come out of this pose slightly. One more inhale here. Exhale. With the next exhale, slowly lift up if you're on the ground like me, and come back into a tabletop position and switch sides. Pigeon pose with the left leg in front, slide your right leg back, bring the heel closer underneath your body if this is too intense for you. And wherever you are, try to lift up from your shoulders. So we want to avoid doing stuff like this. This is really bad for our neck and our spine over time. A lot of people do that all day, every day anyway, so when you practice yoga, try to pay attention to stuff like that, to your posture, and eventually it will help you to a healthier body. And it will help you to pay attention throughout the day too. So if you practice stuff like that in yoga, you will be more aware of your posture throughout the day, at work or at home. So when you practice, try to practice correctly, if there's a correct, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Stay wherever you are right now for 3 more breaths. Enjoy your feeling. And by controlling your breathing, really can influence how your body reacts to these intense positions. So by breathing relaxed and calmly, you give your body the signal that everything is all right and the body is not in danger, it's relaxed. It helps you to stretch way more comfortably. One more inhale and exhale, and slowly lift up again. Come back into a tabletop position and find a seated position. So cross your shins, roll over your shins so you sit at the back of your mat. Straighten both legs, and we do a seated forward fall. So grab whatever you can grab, or maybe you can use your belt, your Jiu Jitsu belt or any other belt, works in fact, and you try to lean forward and not down. So a lot of people do stuff like that and try to come down, but try to reach your chest forward so your back is mostly straight. It's okay if you round a little bit, but we don't want to round our backs on purpose. So grab whatever you can grab. So maybe it's the back side of your legs, somewhere here, or maybe you can grab your feet. Or if this doesn't work for you, you can take your belt and help you out with that. This is great for your lower back as well. And maybe you can feel this in the entire back line of your body, so maybe it's in your heels, in the back side of your knees, your legs, your lower upper back, or sometimes people feel this stretch even in their neck. So if you feel it anywhere in those places, everything is fine. Don't push too hard. Be gentle to your body. And don't force anything. So in yoga, no pain, no gain doesn't work. So if you feel pain in yoga, you're doing too much, you're doing something wrong. Because pain is always a signal that something is about to get injured, hurt. So listen to your body and work with what you have today. 2 more deep breaths here. With the next inhale, slowly lift up and come onto your back. Grab your belt, your Jiu Jitsu belt, and bring your right foot inside of your belt and just straighten both legs. It's okay to have the knees bent a little bit. In fact, especially the right knee should be bent a little bit, so you don't hyperextend your knee, and by keeping a little bit of a bend, you protect your right knee joint. Try to straighten your leg more by now, and maybe pull the right leg closer towards you. And as I said before, it's not important how far you can go. The only thing you want to focus on is this pose working for you. So for some people it's here, some people have to lower down their legs a little bit more, and some people can bring their foot towards their head, but I can't do that either, so that's okay. Make yourself comfortable in this position. And from here, we want to grab our belt only with the right hand, extend our left arm to the side, and lower down our right leg out to the right side. So we open up our hips. Both legs are on the ground now. And grab your belt closer towards your foot to make this more intense. Maybe you can grab your foot by itself. Or if this is too intense, just bring more distance between your foot and your hand. Try to keep an external rotation in both shoulders, so we open up the chest as well. And with the help of both hands, bring your right leg up again and fall with the right leg towards the left side of the room. So we do a twist in the spine too. Keep both legs straight, and it's the same concept. Externally rotate both legs, arms, both shoulders, and the closer your foot is towards your head, the more intense this position gets for you. Breathe deep into your stomach. Maybe look towards your right hand, so you have a complete rotation in your spine. And gently release, come back to the middle. You can slide your right leg to the middle again. And switch sides. So bring your left foot inside of your belt. Straighten both legs. And let go of the tension you're holding on to. Try to relax. You can grab the belt with one hand or two hands, it doesn't matter. Whatever is more comfortable for you. Bring the leg closer to your upper body. Remember to keep a slight knee bend in your left knee. And maybe this side feels a lot different than the other side. Totally normal. So I don't know if I know anybody who's perfectly symmetrical. So somewhere in the body we will always have some imbalances, but that's okay. We can work on that and eventually it will get better. If not, that's okay too. So with the next exhale, bring your left leg out to the left side of the room. Extend both legs. Extend the right arm towards the right side. And open up your hips. Keep breathing. Try to let go of the tension in your groin area. And with the help of both hands, bring your right leg up and bring your left leg up and bring your left foot to the outside of your right leg. Twist from your spine, keep both legs straight, and maybe look towards the left hand for rotation in the spine. As I said, it's okay if your legs are not completely straight, as long as you feel the stretch and you don't feel any pain. And maybe you should bring your left shoulder closer to the ground. But besides that, everything is fine. Just relax and enjoy. Next inhale, come back to the middle, put away your belt, lie on your back, and come into our last pose, Shavasana. Just lay on your back, let go of every bit of tension, let go of the control of your breathing, close your eyes. and observe the feeling in your body. Stay in this position as long as you want to. This video will end now. Thank you for letting me share my practice with you. If you like videos like this, I have more of that on my channel. I have a lot of mobility and yoga and stretching routines, meditations and breathing exercises. So maybe check that out. And thank you again. I see you next time. Namaste. Hey guys, this is a short stretching and mobility routine for Jiu Jitsu. You can do this in the evening after practice or whenever you feel like it. The only thing you need is a belt, a mat and comfortable clothes. So let's get it started.